chain, rock bottom, and handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East.
We are in a sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Come on. Hey.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Adams now to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Titans at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Operating from the gun, Adams. This will go to Henry out wide. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And here's Rodgers on the return. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And right away, he lost lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They had 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
Ready?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Running left, it's Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Dunn finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices.
And the ball is free. Taylor lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way out to midfield. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
And they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, Adams. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Oh, look at this play call. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Colts are going to take over with the football. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing a point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this team, has got to be priority one.
To throw on 3rd down. Done. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return, it's Rodgers. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Adams throwing on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now Adams on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now Adams to throw on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. James Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. It's caught inside the 25. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Fuller. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Okay, ready? Seven Pirates!
Here's Adams looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line. at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Done. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
We saw that indeed, picking up the first. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Done. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Adams toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Washington. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They go play action here on 1st down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Done. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down to force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Adams now to throw on 2nd down. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Three quarters have come and gone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run.
And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Titans. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Okay, great.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down, Adams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Here we go, here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Adams. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Looking to throw. Adams. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Back to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Kind of a strange ballgame.